I need
I'll second.
Okay, the motion has passed. Oh. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The agenda is approved as published. Thank you for bearing with us with our first Zoom and in person. I welcome you all. I appreciate you being here. We have a lot to go over tonight, so we'll try to be as efficient as possible and get you guys informed and out of here in a timely manner. As I said, my name is Teresa Alderson, and I'm the president for the Honor Society for the 2023-2024 school year. You should have an agenda that's viewable either on Zoom or in person. Do you have it up there, Mimi? There it is. I just wanted to go over and just give a real brief overview of what Honor Society is. Honor Society is the PTO, the Parent Teacher Organization for Oxford Preparatory Academy, Saddleback Valley. And we are a group of parents that come together to raise funds and support our champions, our teachers and staff, and just the school overall. I do have an informational slide I wanted to preview and just basically go over some of the things that we've done in the past. We've done classroom grants for our teachers. We do club grants. We've done Chromebooks for our students. During the pandemic, we were able to supply 101 student Chromebooks. We do used uniforms, which is you've probably been to one of our sales and been able to outfit your champion with some used uniforms. Those happen throughout the year. We do staff appreciation, the book fairs, assemblies, and then as we move into the year, like Lunar New Year, Blackwell's we're in the middle of, we have a readathon, and the list is quite long, but not exhaustive. So you can visit our website to see how else we support our champions. Which leads me to the next point. We do have a website with the link on the agenda. Information on what we do, and if you have not created a profile, we encourage you to create a profile in order for us to keep in touch with you. On our website, you can do so much. You can see the events and programs. You can see what we're fundraising. You can see our information for our meetings, and it's just a really great way to keep in touch with what we have going on for the school and how we're supporting, again, our champions. So I encourage you to come and visit our website and make sure you make a profile and stay informed. And with that said, I don't think I have anything more there. I just need to see the. Thank you, sorry. Yes, I have one more thing that I wanted to go over. Every year as a board, we sit and we brainstorm ideas of how we can support our champions, how we can support our families for the upcoming year. And we put together a list and then we present it to admin and we come up with what we call support goals or sponsored programs. It's where the funding that we do throughout the year for our champions, all the fundraisers that we do, this is where the money goes, besides some of those other lists that you saw in the programs that we do. This year for 2023, we are looking at the Meet the Masters program, which has already started scheduling with our teachers and admin. That's one thing that we're sponsoring this year. That's what the funds from the Jogathon are going directly to. And then we have a theater program that we're researching that's in progress as we speak. And then some other ongoing programs, playground equipment, teacher grants, grade level program sponsorship, and field trips. So that is where some of that money is going. And if we have an exorbitant amount of funds, we come back together as an honor society and we decide where we can best support our families, our champions, and our administration. With that, I'm going to yield to President-elect for her report.
Hi, everybody. Thank you all for coming again. Just to piggyback off what Teresa said, super exciting. Sorry, I couldn't be there, but I do have a few things to talk about. I would like to say thank you, everybody, as well for coming in and being volunteering and becoming a university parent. If you have done that on behalf of our volunteers, and she couldn't be here as well today. So I've heard her in a little bit, but she did want to say thank you for all of that and being involved. We've had a lot of involvement this year so far, and it's just the beginning. So we're really excited. I do want to talk a little bit about a new program that I would like to start doing, Snack Shack. So we've been doing the meetups at the Mountain View Park, and it's been working really well. And I think Teresa and I were mentioning doing something like this on campus would be a really fun way to hopefully raise a little bit more extra funds. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that beeping. If I mute my screen, I can't hear you. So sorry about that. But yeah, so Snack Shack. So if we start it next month in October on a Friday, we'll just do maybe every other Friday is what I've kind of thought of doing. And we would just do it right after school from 12 o'clock until 1:15 or so, and then just rotate different items for sale. So the kids come out from school while they're waiting for their parents to come pick them up. And we'll just do like maybe we do pizza one day, maybe lollipops one day. So we'll be putting together more details on that. And I know where there's also going to be a used uniform or spirit wear sale as well on that day. So just going forward, just start looking for that. That is in the works. Also, just a quick about the Us Again drive that we have with the tree bin out front. You guys have been awesome with donations. We're halfway through. This year, have 455 pounds donated so far. That is not including whatever they picked up within the last 7 days, because I believe they come on Tuesdays. So that was updated as of last week. And last year we had 1,251 pounds for the whole drive in September. So I feel like we're off to a really good start. If you or anybody that you know has anything that you think they could need, or, we're all growing out of things here and there. So just encourage your friends and family to donate if they can. And we have a good chance to hopefully beat our last year number of 1,251. So good job on that. We do have a photo shoot that was supposed to be scheduled for our holiday photo. And that was going to be on October 7th. However, our photographer unfortunately could not do it on October 7th. So he has asked if we could do it on November 11th. So if you know other families that would be interested in doing a holiday photo shoot with a cute backdrop, that also benefits our school. It's typically a 60% of the funds goes directly back to the school. It's a very good fundraiser for us, and we'll have it on that Saturday, and the time slots will be available to book on Membership Toolkit website as soon as we get that up there. So keep your eye out for that. The Jog-a-thon is going well. So just so you guys know, we don't have a fundraiser. So a lot of the things I do is also about the fundraising position. So that's why I'm talking a lot of these ways that we raise money. The Jog-a-thon is going amazing. We've already surpassed our goal of 35,000. Trisha is our chairperson for that, and she unfortunately couldn't tonight. It's her son's birthday. So I will go over her report for her. So when we have a vendor on our campus, they do need to be vetted, and we do need to have quotes from different vendors so that we can be fair. So just so you guys know, we have a foam vendor and we have a balloon vendor that are new to our campus, but we've received both of the quotes on those vendors, and I believe the one that we are going to go with has been chosen. So we do have a foam vendor coming to the campus that's going to be, responsible for getting all those kids bubbled up for the bubble run, and the balloon vendor as well. So we'll have the arch and some fun stuff going on for the Jog-a-thon next Tuesday. So with that said, our goal, we've already met it. So maybe we can get to 40,000 with this new incentive of the Angels game. So I don't know, many of you could already gotten an email from your teachers. But it did just go out this week that every classroom is going to be doing a contest where the teacher whose class earns $200 this week gets their own Angels ticket pack of 4, plus they get some extra packs of tickets to raffle off within their own classrooms. So if you are supporting the Jogathon, this week is great to just see if anybody else in your friends or family circle would like to donate to the school and to your champion so that they could have a chance of winning some Angels tickets. And it's really awesome because the teacher that does make that goal gets a pack of 4 for themselves as well. So it's just really nice to support the teachers on that one. The way we got the Angels tickets is through, because we're a nonprofit organization, and if you apply, you can actually get some ticket sets given to your campus. So this is a really special incentive that I don't think the school has ever done before. So hopefully everybody will take advantage of that. And then lastly, I will cover you want me to go report right now, Teresa?
For volunteers.
Yeah. Or do you want me to?
You can, yeah, go ahead. If she gave it to you.
Okay, just because, yeah, Leslie just asked me to cover it for her. There's going to be a incentive program for volunteers at the campus. So that is, I'm just going to pull up the sheet I have. You will be, oh, this isn't coming up. So the incentive program, sorry. Your Honor Society, us, we are going to provide some incentives for the
Did we lose her? She's gone. Okay. So,
I'll text her.
yeah, and until we get her back, we can defer to administration for their report.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can see me, but hopefully you can hear me. I always was told I had a face for radio, so it's probably the best thing. So a couple things coming up. We've had a great start to the year. Really getting our champions into their classes and teachers teaching, getting to know the kids. Definitely a different vibe on campus, being now a full elementary school with an expanded elementary classes. So really cool to have us starting off that way. Some things coming up to get us started. Today and tomorrow we have Blackwells. So students who are in Blackwells today will be in Blackwells tomorrow. Thank you to Honor Society for really working hard to put it for us. It looks amazing. It's been totally revamped. I think I shared a couple of pictures on Instagram today of it. And the kids are really enjoying all of the items in it. So great to see that going. Starting tomorrow, our 4th graders, I know Ms. Romero's here today, our 4th graders start Taekwondo. So, for many of them, with a lot of our new students, it'll be their first time being able to do Taekwondo. Our returning students have obviously been doing it the last 2 years. So I know kids are really excited to get that going and get that started. It's a lot of fun. We've got a great Taekwondo teacher, and I'm really excited for all of that. Then next week, we're into our fall conferences. So if you have not signed up with your professor yet for fall conferences, please do so as soon as possible. And obviously, before we get to conferences next week, we also have our bubble run, but I know Honor Society is going to talk way more about that, so I'm not going to go too much. Oh, Monday, picture day. We do a picture day this Monday. Remember, it is a formal day, so make sure your champions are dressed to impress. And we will be having our annual photo day on Monday. So that is the stuff coming up immediately. Remember, as we get into October, we're going to talk a lot more about Literature Day. Students will start their Literature Day projects here in the next couple of, probably in the next week or so, getting their books and getting ready for their Literature Day projects at the end of October. So we know that it's going to be here before we know it. So a lot happening on campus. I'm gonna not give too much so that we're not here all night, but that is it for me.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I do have one question for you. What is the status on the implementation of the rest of the campus beautification for this area right outside the school? Remember, we have the pots.
We got the pots and stuff like that. Yeah, we're working on that, working on the areas for that and placements where we're kind of just looking to see where students are with our increased numbers during recess and stuff to make sure that they're not ending up in the way. So we're gonna hopefully have those out there in the next week or two.
Okay, thank you for that. All right. Did she come back on? Okay, so we'll defer back to Tammy to finish her report.
Sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, so Leslie's program, there's 3 different incentives that the Honor Society is going to provide. They're $25 for used uniform certificate, $25 gift certificate for spirit wear, or $25 for scholastic dollars. And each trimester, there's going to be a chosen winner for a basket. And then there's also going to be that'll be a drawing out of the top 10 volunteers. So someone will win that. And there's also going to be those incentives given out. So I believe administration will be keeping track of your hours that you have when you are volunteering, and they will pull those reports for us. So make sure that you're checking in the front office as volunteers when you come on campus, and you support our champions on grounds. And the administration will be pulling that report every trimester, and there will be winners on that. So more information will be coming from your vice president of volunteers coming shortly if you haven't already heard anything from your teacher. That was it. About that.
Thank you, Tammy. Did you by chance have the information for the bubble company? Because I believe we needed to vote on that.
Okay, yes, that's okay. Yes, I do have it. I can send it. I have 2 invoices from Trisha for the bubble company. I apologize for not getting it over. I guess I missed that part, that it needed to be a vote.
That's okay. I think you could probably.
Should I send it somewhere?
Is it on your screen? Can you share your screen?
I can try to do that. I see. Okay, so I have one. Well, I guess I cannot share screen. It says I have disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, can you send it over to Mandy?
Yes. I can do that.
Okay. We can, while we're getting that set up, we'll go on to the next report. And I did see that Mrs. Romero was here. Did you have any comments, Mrs. Romero?
No, I'm just happy to be here. I love how you are, the things you do for the school, and your communications to the teachers is great. With respect to Gilligan and whatever else, I appreciate the time you take to do that. And we're here to support you and make.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we're happy that you're here with us this year. We know you're new, so if you have any questions, just let us know. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And with that said, I'm going to defer to the parliamentarian for her report.
Hi, my name's Jeannie. I'm the parliamentarian at Honor Society. I do most of what I do is mostly in the background, in the back end. I kind of consider it as like HR type of a job role. So I don't have any anything to report, but I just wanted to say hello.
Thank you, Jeannie. Okay, and with that said, finance is next up for her report. Heather Coombs.
Yes, I'm Heather Coons. I'm the finance person for Honor Society this year. So the first thing we're looking at that I wanted to talk about was our taxes. Our taxes were submitted early this year, and that was because we've had an administration change. among the signers, who are legally allowed to act on behalf of Honor Society for this year. So the 990's been filed with both the state and federal. The statement of information has been updated, and the RRF1 was mailed with the check, first class mail today. So we are all switched over, and hopefully nothing will be due till next year. So then the screen that we're looking at now, this is a high level statement of our financial position. This is for funds reconciled through the end of August. So this includes July 1st through August 30th, anything that's been reconciled with the bank. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see our liabilities. We don't have a ton right now because we just started the school year. And then the detail is on the next screen. So this is, the top is anything we've taken in between July 1st and August 30th. And then the bottom is anything we paid out during the same time period.
This is not reflecting September.
No, only through August 30th.
Could you go down a little bit, Mandy, to see the total on the expenses? You have it. Thank you.
Does anyone have questions about finances? A copy of the budget or any financial information can be requested via email at finance@opasvhs.org. That information is on our website too.
And does the link in the agenda link to the?
No.
Okay.
No. That's it for me.
Thank you, Heather. Next up, communications. Susan.
Multitasking.
Right.
But I have a slide.
She has a slide.
Oh, hi, I'm Susan Ryar. For those of you that haven't met me, if you got an email with a bad pun or a spreadsheet, it was probably from me. I just wanted to remind everybody sending me things to send me information in one batch so we don't lose things. But mostly I just wanted to talk about the calendar updates in the fall snapshot to make sure that was correct. So can we go to the next slide? We have to vote to approve the calendar. It's mostly just a few date changes and adding in where our spirit nights are going to be. We have, November was gonna be Chick-fil-A, December is Mountain Mike's, June we'll do Boba Bee again, because that's an Opa family. March, we had Raising Cane's, and we're still working on January, February, April, and May for the spirit nights. Our used uniform sale opened up on the 12th. We already had these ones, so it's funny to vote for them. The general meeting was tonight versus tomorrow. And then the photo thing has been moved from October. Originally it was the 7th, and it's going to move, as of right now, be November 11th. And then the candy buyback, it said the 1st through the 3rd, but we're actually not here. We don't have school on November 1st because the teachers don't want to deal with our hungover sugar rush children. So I need someone to make a motion to approve the calendar as shown, unless you guys have anything different. What if we?
Did it just change?
It does change. Yeah.
These are the updates to the calendar.
Yeah, the
So,
updates to the calendar.
great. So if I could have a motion
I'll make a motion to approve the calendar as shown.
in a second.
I'll second the calendar.
Okay. And then, there's been a motion and a second to approve the calendar as shown with the updates. All in favor, say aye, or visual
Aye.
voting, aye. All those opposed, say nay. Motion passes, calendar is updated with the changes shown.
And then on my last slide, the last thing I wanted to talk about is I just wanted to, we're gonna have our fall snapshot that we're printing out for everyone, like we did the back to school one, which has October and September. And I just wanted to verify one more time with everyone to make sure that all of these dates look correct before I pay for printing.
Is there space to type out on October 6th, use uniforms, not UU? Because I don't know if everybody would know what UU.
Yeah, I think that we can figure out something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I did have a question, since we were talking about, these events, like Snacks Shack, so, we have October 20th, cause it's on, Tammy reported on October 20th, so are we?
Well, we can put that in there.
So Tammy had, mentioned October, 6th, 20th, November 3rd, 17th, December 1st and 2nd as Snack Shack, so if we're doing those, and we wanna sell spiritware and use uniforms on those dates, like, I don't know, if we want to do that?
Well, we can't do the third. Good point, Erin. Can't do the third because that's our actual family fun night. So we won't be doing that as a snack shack day. Yeah, we can.
But I was, the dates here, I just was thinking like every other Friday, but if we just want to do once a month, that's fine too.
Oh, I don't mind doing every other Friday. I just think that's a conflict. I don't think we want to do it on the same day as the fall family fun night. We'll be getting ready for it, you know? I'm open.
Yeah, I think probably
I think that
around the 3rd.
Yeah, so we just need to add in October 20th for the snack shack.
That's it, just October 20th. Did you have a bunch of other dates though?
No, because that's in
This-
December and
Just, there's a couple more in December. You've got one on here, November 17th.
it's already
And
there.
do we want to, I'm okay with selling spiritware. I would need help with used uniforms. If we wanna sell, you know, do spiritware and use uniforms on the Snack Shack, if we wanna add that there.
Sure.
So we'll go ahead and add spiritware and Snack Shack to the 20th. And then,
So do we need to go back to the calendar and add the 10/20 in there? Susan?
10/20, yeah.
Back to the calendar and revote? Make an addendum?
we can just change it.
Take them all, yeah. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, we need to add that one too.
Many hands make light work. Okay, so we need a motion to make an addendum to the calendar that was just voted on as shown to add in the snack shack for October 20th.
I'll make a motion to add October 20th Snack Shack and sale event.
Need a second?
I second.
All those in favor? Say aye or visual voting. All those opposed?
Aye.
Say nay. Motion carries. The calendar is updated for you, Susan.
Thanks.
Yay.
I have had questions like, can we just make sure it's updated on their website? So when somebody goes to Honor Society website,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, this calendar is on there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, this calendar's up. Well, yeah, so as soon as we approve everything, I will put it in our little thing. Yeah. So I didn't want to start uploading stuff. But
Fantastic.
it'll be on the little, so it'll come out in the newsletter, the calendar at the bottom.
Awesome.
Excellent. Anything more, Susan?
I think that's it. I just want, if you guys wanted to know for the jogathon we were at, as of right now, we're at $37,288. I mean, we're like $2,500 basically, get ready for 40 minutes. It's amazing.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, great. All right, next up, recording secretary, Mandy.
So the only thing I had to go over was, the meeting dates. In November, we have, let me go back over there. In November, we have the same situation that we had this month, so I don't know if we want to table this for our next board meeting, or if we want to, talk about it now. It's up to you guys.
Oh, I
have-
see what you're saying, the
Yeah.
board meeting and the
The
general
general.
meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, I would prefer the months that we have the general meeting, not to have a board meeting. That we just prepare in October for anything that we need to cover, especially in November, because we're moving into our Christmas break, Thanksgiving break and Christmas break. That's just my, 2 cents. I don't know what the rest of you guys think. Cause it does affect all of our schedules on the board.
I would agree.
Okay,
We don't need a motion, right?
no,
The only thing is if the general meeting, this 11:15 is a Wednesday
oh
again,
dear.
so. That was the only my concern there.
That is a good concern.
That is. a
Do the
concern.
same
Let's
thing,
just
switch
try
to the 14th.
So then we have to go back.
Now we're gonna do it again.
We should do that.
Yeah, but just wait, but yeah, but just wait, just in case.
Let's wait till October.
Okay.
Let's wait till October.
Yeah, we
and
can
then-
table that. definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Is that it, Andy?
But yes, that is it for me, and then we're at Spirit, or if there's other in between.
Oh, we don't have community programs fundraising on here.
Did you want to give an update, Amanda?
I don't have much to update. As Tammy said earlier, the grade meetups have been going great. We have one more, and then from there, I'm hoping to do one on the weekend. That way we do like a group one, but besides that, nothing.
That's great. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's go back to Tammy. Did you guys get the vendor information? Or do you want me to keep going?
I sent it. Well, I sent it to Mandy. Is she on? I mean, she's on, she was on.
You did the sheet.
Do you want me to send it to someone else?
I just couldn't look while I was screen sharing, but now I can look. Would you like me to look at the email or the?
Oh, sorry. I emailed it to you.
Can someone ask her? I can't see.
Email or attachment, which one do you want us to look at, Tammy?
Well, the email is,
That's for the first one, and then there's one, she has
She's-
another.
yeah, she sent me two. So one was the invoice from It's Foam Time, which I believe is the one that she wants to go with. And the other one is the invoice from the first one she received, which was the one she did not want to go with.
So the bubble run is, it's not just like the bubbles that you see at Disneyland, right? It's not just that kind of bubbles. The bubbles are, it's like foam, and it's like a sea of foam. Which is gonna be so fun for the kids, but the vendors can be quite pricey depending on their hourly rate. And I think from what Trisha had told me, the one that we see on the screen comes in at significantly less than the other one, but I can't see at the bottom. Sorry, Mandy. It doesn't have a price.
Well, I think yeah, the price is just up. It's like, that's the alternatives. Up top, it was $5.75 for just the foam machine rental only. And then there's extra charge for foam after 3 bags. And then, or there's $6.95, but you also get a foam pit. And then everything just is extra. So there's no real charge here for a total cost, because we'd have to decide based on what each add-on we would want. So it starts at $5.75 or $6.95, but then you get the kit, and then you get all the things in the $5.75, and then you have to add on extra for if you want larger or larger, and then if you want the generator, and everything is just add-on. So we'd have to decide.
So the cost, she made the schedule, and the cost would be based on that $5.75. I think with the time that we're running it, well, I know that it would be the 3 bags of the solution plus the crew members. So you can see in the parentheses, it says good for well over an hour and 30 30 minutes to 2 hours of foam. And based on the schedule that we have set up, I don't believe that we'll be going over that. And they seem pretty flexible with us. And so I know we're not doing the pit. It's not like all the kids are gonna go into like a mosh pit of foam or anything, not doing that. So I think we're good at the 575. Would that-
Okay,
Can you show the other vendor?
yeah, and that's in the other email.
No, it does. Mhm.
Okay, so this one says when you go down 1 hour of the foam zone is 325. And then it gives you 1 hour more as an additional 125, but you can get up to 5 more hours. So the 625 is not, we're not doing that. We wouldn't need 6 hours of foam. So the 325 probably plus 125 or less if we do another half an hour. So it won't be 950. It would be the 325 plus another hour max probably then. So it's cheaper.
Yeah, does this include the setup and the people to run it?
I mean, the problem with this email is that it doesn't really say what it includes. It just includes the foam. But this is the company that Trisha said she was like working with the most. So I'm not sure if she has like a lot of communication with those details, and she's pretty detail oriented. So I would imagine that she knows that that would include that. She was just waiting on them to send her like an actual invoice today because see, I guess she knows them. So I think it would include everything. Because what she told me today was that she wanted to try to get obviously approval here. And so in order to get approval for one person, you have to have multiple quotes. So she got multiple quotes, and this is the one that she had been talking with.
I don't know if we can make an informed decision because it shows that it shows the total of 950 versus the other one at 5. You know what I mean? 575. So I don't see this.
But
one.
this, I mean, here it says quantity 5 for 1 more hour at 125 each. So I think they're just letting you know if you bought the 5 hours, it would be 625.
Is there a minimum hour requirement?
But 1 hour is 125.
Does it say anything that there's a minimum requirement for the hours?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I was just relaying her emails here. I should have asked more questions. I didn't know.
That's great. That's okay. I think we'll table this, and then if she needs approval, we'll have to call an emergency board meeting.
Okay.
So I'm just randomly looking at their website because we have internet right here. And it says, we bring our foam cannon, AKA the Foaminator, to you and create continuous foam and with hypoallergenic plus kids friendly pop tunes played from our professional quality speaker. So that makes me assume that they're going to be there facilitating if they're shooting us with the foam cannon. But that also makes me think that it's going to be like a big pile of foam they're running through. And not, I don't know if we were making, is that what the plan was? It was just maybe one big thing of foam they're running through?
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, we just need.
I can. Okay, what do we need to know? I'm messaging Trisha right now. To vote. Is there something I need to vote on?
We just need to have more details with the second vendor because what we see is the 950 total. And the other vendor had more details on it. So
Okay.
what's on that? Let me go to the next.
While she's working on that, do they have the balloon arch
Yeah.
estimates too?
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
vote. We should vote.
I do not have the balloon estimate. Not get those.
We already have balloon.
I
masters.
was gonna say that we own a balloon arch and we own a balloon pump. I definitely was willing to volunteer my time for any future balloons. It's for first day of school, we saved quite a bit from the quote to what I wound up spending.
I also have a pump.
Good amount. Yeah, I have one as well. We have access to pumps, we
Yeah.
own the arch. I personally do not see. but,
Actually,
yeah.
I might have an arch thing, we could do a double arch.
Yeah, well, yeah, we own the black one that we use and we shortened that, so it's actually bigger than it appeared.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It-
Okay, so it sounds like we made a solution for
Okay.
that one. Tammy said we don't need to worry about the balloon arch vendor. And then we have a question. from
Okay.
Chat, is this foam sticky? Are the kids getting hosed off, changing clothes? So the foam is not sticky, but they will be wet, and it has been communicated to the teachers when we roll it out. Tell the families that the kids should bring a change of clothes.
Yes, definitely bring a change of clothes. That's been in that's in the communication for the jogathon. Everything that's gone out for jogathon for the run, Bella Run has also recommended bringing a change of clothes. Okay, so she just said that the guy, so it is $950. He is there for 6 hours, and that's why. That's what she said.
What is the schedule? How long is the schedule?
From 9 AM, it starts until not till 3, I don't think, but
I'm pulling it up. So she was saying, Tammy, that the second one was more reasonable than the first one when we saw a base price of $575.
yeah, because he's $575 for 1.5 hours, but they're foaming, yes, but they have to still be there. So each additional hour was much more. It's not just foaming. They have to be there because we are separating out the foaming, right? Because each class is coming out for a certain amount of time. But the vendor has to physically still be on campus from the very beginning of the run to set up and foam people until the end.
Oh, I see. So the schedule starts at 9. And then the last run is at 2. So it's 5 hours.
Okay. But 2 until probably 2:30, right? Running at 2:15.
Right.
Oh, and they probably have to come half an hour early to set up, right? That probably.
Yeah.
takes 6 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
right. Makes sense. Okay, so the other one would be more.
Yeah.
The first one would be more.
This is the first one on the screen.
Hold on. Yeah, and she said they double the cost for 3 hours. So that it's not just additional. So the first one is for 3 hours. I don't know what Canyon is. I don't know Canyon.
Cannon.
Cannon, like a phone.
Yeah, so. Oh, a Canon. Yeah, okay, a Canon. So so she said the other company, the one that she wanted to go with, the $950 one, doubles, they come with the whole system, they set up, and then the foam is dropping from the top as opposed to like a Canon. So it like rains down or something.
Okay. Okay.
So basically it's $1,000. Yeah. Hey, how much have we already spent on, like, how close to our budget are we for Jonathan right now?
I didn't know about the foam and I didn't know about the balloons, so
Yeah, so-
just the shirts is 2,
Yeah.
almost 2, 1,900. And then they spent 500 on printing for those flyers, so, we're gonna be calling an emergency meeting
prizes.
anyway, because we don't have prizes, correct?
Yeah.
There's no budget in there,
Right.
We know.
We had talked about that.
okay. So that's gonna need to get called regardless. Has volunteer signups gone out? I haven't seen anything, cause aren't we a week out?
Right, it'll go out this week. We wanted to launch the volunteer program with Leslie, which we were finalizing that today, and then we can move forward with getting the volunteers.
Okay, I think within staying within an hour, we should definitely table this for a private board meeting.
Okay.
Or if you want to figure it out.
Yeah, because there's other stuff we're gonna have to get from the vendors before they can come on campus, so.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, tabled.
there we go. Moving on.
Moving on. Thank you for that discussion, though. Very good feedback. Okay. All right, the next is student development. Michelle Bartow.
There is a comment in the chat.
Yeah, should we look at the chat?
Someone say thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have much to report other than we did have our BMX assembly last month. It was a big hit. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from kids and parents that their champions really enjoyed it. So that was a nice way to kick off the school year with some excitement. And I think that they provided some really good information about character traits that we all want to promote within our kiddos. And you've already heard Mr. Wright comment on Blackwells. And a big thank you to all the Honor Society members who have stepped up to help volunteer to pass out the prizes to the kids. I was there for part of the day today, and I think we can all agree, those of us that were there, that there was a lot of excitement from the students to receive some prizes, and looking forward to continuing on in the months and see what more goodies we can have for the kids as they earn their scholarships for good behavior and good choices. That's all from me.
Thank you.
I just wanted to comment real fast that I love at Blackwell's, the classes that are buying things for their whole class. Like some of the prizes now is like for 50 scholarships, your whole class gets 10 extra minutes of recess. And the kids have been really stoked to like pool their stuff together, to work together to get that. And it's been amazing.
Apparently there's a crew of fourth graders that are having lunch with me.
Oh, yeah, they're very excited about
Is
it.
that included?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We made a really big deal about that. Just
yeah,
went to
they
that.
made some sort of, like, he's noticed he doesn't have very many scholarships, somehow he hooked up with those people that have been hoarding scholarships for years, so he's just reaping benefits.
Yeah.
That was one of the most popular ones, though, when I was there today in the morning, was lunch with the chancellor and a friend. So, and then they were really like, can we bring somebody from another class? Right? And we're like, yeah, sure. So, yeah, it's been really good. Okay, great. All right, next up, Spirit.
Okay, awesome. So, hi, I'm Erin, Spirit. And so, Mandy, can you put the Spiritware store up? So we have our new Spiritware store. And so on our website, you just go to Spiritware. You have to log in to our website and then you go to the Spiritware store. And so this is our new inventory line. And so right now, all we have is online ordering. So if you see something you want, go ahead and order. The only thing is the pink football tee there, the small, is out of stock from our vendor, like the actual shirts are out of stock. So they should be in like end of October. And so we have it's up and running. We've already had sales, which is fantastic. And then I placed a large order to have on hand. So I worked with our finance person on what we would be comfortable with financially placing that order. And so I'm well under it. So it's just under 4,000 and we have a budget of 8 for the whole year. So and so I placed that order yesterday and they're starting to produce it. So that's fantastic. And we should have it a little more than 2 weeks for this first order because it takes a little time to get everything set for the first order. So then we have a sales event on October 6th where I will be selling our physical inventory as well as and if we don't have something in your size or whatever, you can order it online. And then, we did get the okay from Mr. Wright to deliver, orders to the classroom. So I'll be placing orders at the end of every month. I will be placing one at the end of September, for anything that we would need that's outside of what we already have, and then, delivering it to the classrooms and having students put it in their backpacks to go home. So we're going back to that. So for our October 6th event, we can use uniforms, but I need help with that. I need somebody to kind of just man the use uniform portion, because I can't man Spirit and use uniforms at the same event. So I will need a volunteer for that, and volunteers to help with Spirit wear and stuff. And then we had a used uniform event last week. It was pretty successful. I think families are wanting more used uniforms. And I did want to say that we are always collecting used uniforms in the yellow bin next to the office, not in the us again bin. So I hope parents are not putting in the us again bin, because we don't go through those. The truck just picks up the us again bin and takes it away. So if you're donating used uniforms, make sure it goes into the yellow, it's like a big yellow trash barrel kind of thing, next to the office. And that's it. Any questions?
Looks great, Erin. Do you know what the turnaround time is? If you place an order online, are you gonna?
Yes, so if, for this first order, because it's the first time they're producing the designs, it's gonna take a little longer than 2 weeks. So that's why I need to get them right away. But then moving forward, once these designs are, I guess it's like a template, I don't know the proper words, but once they have these templates put together, it'll be a 2-week turnaround. So if I place the order, let's say September's online orders, if I place whatever we need that's outside of what we already have, on October 1st, it'll be 2 weeks from that date to deliver those orders. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
Or it will get to me in 2 weeks, and then I'll need to organize a little time to do that. So.
It looks like there's a chat question.
I can see that.
Elementary design is. Oh, can we have you at this? Oh,
Oh, we don't have ISB.
we do not have ASB anymore.
That would be great if we had ASB. Yeah.
Any update on that with what's happening?
So with club starting, we are working on a leadership class. It'll be for 5th grade only to start. We'll kind of see what interest looks like. So that'll be going out to the 5th graders during this next week.
But I don't know if we really need ASB or 5th graders to help with used uniforms.
Yeah, I actually don't know how much I trust a 10-year-old using a square.
No,
Yeah.
no, we wouldn't have any of them collecting money, just like helping with parents find stuff, fold stuff, find sizes, that kind of thing. So usually used uniform, it only takes like 2 to 3 people to run that. Same with Spirit Wear, 2 people, but I will need help.
I'll be there, you know,
Fantastic. I know we're gonna need some other help,
to one another.
so,
And I'm sure there'll be other people helping me with Snack Shack. So I think we'll be able to figure that out between all of us. But yeah.
And we can always put it in the newsletter too, to ask for help, and they can contact Leslie and she can get them plugged in.
fantastic.
Yeah. Pretty soon I'll have all my room parents emails. So I'll bombard them in kindergarten and get some new families coming out there with me.
Okay, is that it, Erin?
Yeah, that's all for me.
And
Oh, and staff does have a 20% discount.
Okay, and Linda,
Yeah.
very good. Wow. With that concludes our reporting for this meeting. Does anybody have any open discussions, unfinished business, or announcements to make?
If staff wants that discount, do they order it? Do they
No, I
go to-
sent a code to Chancellor Wright. I guess he didn't send it out, but I'll send out a thing. I have a little thing. I don't know on it.
We don't want to announce everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we just did. Okay.
Mr. Rick, can you send an email with that?
Yeah, I can do it again. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Thank you.
It's just, I had another question. If, you know, you pass out t-shirts for various things and a child gets a size and they say they ordered another size or whatever, do you want us to have them reach out to? Is that in charge of that? Do you want an email?
So I think you're talking about the bubble run, which was run completely different from Spirit Wear. So does anybody know about that?
So yeah, if in the bubble run, I know that they, in the first one, ran out of shirts, right? So they had to remake the shirts. So if the child currently has the wrong size and has not worn the shirt, they can switch it out now. And they're supposed to contact Trisha, because she's the one who has the shirts, but they can also, I guess, contact me, because I can send it off to her.
I mean, that's what I've been doing is just.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any one of our emails that you have, Ms. Romero, and you can tell the teachers too, we're happy to find an answer. Most of the time, yeah, so most of the time, if it's the event, it'll be the chairperson. If it's Spirit Wear, something with the store, it'll be Erin. And Erin, did you give your email address? If you just wanna.
It's not on there, but it is on the website, if there's any issues.
Yeah, but on the website, there is a contact us page, and then there is like a general at OPIC
Oh, great.
one. So if you're not sure who to contact,
Great idea.
and then whoever we get, we're gonna forward it to whoever has the answers to. So, yeah, that
As they
one
get to
should
the
work.
volunteer site.
Yeah.
So this is-
That's what I was gonna say, I've received the wrong email for someone else and we forward it
Yeah.
to the right
Yeah.
person.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you for answering that, Mandy. Great. All right, well, I can't believe it, you guys. I don't even know what to say. I'm just impressed.
We're efficient.
Yeah, I can see that. So if there's no other announcements or business, I'm gonna close the meeting at 6:58 PM. Thank you for coming, and we hope to see you next time. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know, my admin meeting went a little long and then trying to drive across South Orange County in any specific amount.